Welcome back to Not That You Asked. I'm Dave.
And I'm Sid.
And we're here to tell you about our lives.
Yay!
Once again, we are back.
3 or 4?
4. Yeah, this is our 4th one.
Wow.
So we're really getting into it.
We're diving in.
We're really
into the nitty gritty.
We're professional podcasters. How many podcast episodes do you think it takes to become a professional? You know, like the 10,000 hour rule?
I love the 10,000 hour rule.
Do you?
Well, it was just like very... Love the 10,000 hour.
Okay.
It was just really ingrained in me in high school because of one of my teachers.
Oh, really?
Like we talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I know a lot about it. But I don't know, maybe like 20?
You think 20?
Okay, I feel like professional podcaster is a little aggressive. See, I think professional is more like, are you making money off of it?
That's fair.
I think if you're a podcaster, it doesn't get until you're like maybe in your 20th episode. Like you've really been in it.
Right.
That's 20 hours worth of podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Yeah, only 1% of all podcasts make it past the 20th episode.
Did you make that up?
No, I swear. I thought I've told you that before.
Literally 20?
Yeah, that's a real statistic.
That's amazing that I picked the number.
Yeah,
20.
I thought that I told you that and you were
No.
calling it.
No.
Hmm.
Wow. We're just really
We're
in tune today.
with the podcast gang.
We are.
Yeah. So that's great. We're gonna make it to 20 and we're on number 4. So
Heck yeah.
this is gonna be a great 4th. What have you been up to in your life?
Oh, sorry, I was just reading about what I want to talk about in the future.
Okay.
But not much. I mean, you know, work and gym and then work and then, you know, going to the gym, and that makes me sound like a gym rat, but I don't think I'm actually a gym rat, but like it's just I mean, I feel like that's
You're on your path.
yeah. And you know, I was thinking about this. I was talking about it with a friend. And it's really weird. Young adulthood is very strange when you're like fresh out of undergrad. You're still, or at least I have this experience, you're still so much of like a giddy kid. Like you still feel like, I don't know, when I was an undergrad, me and my friends did everything together. Like we were going to the grocery store together. We were going to the gas station together. If we had to drop off a letter to the post office, we were going together. You know, it's just like a very like tight-knit situation. And then you graduate and maybe you like start your first job, or maybe you go to grad school, and like most of my friends went straight to grad school and most of us were together. So it still had that very tight-knit, close situation. But it's weird when you get into young adulthood and you're not in school anymore, because all of a sudden that like completely changes. So one of my best friends lives in the same exact city that I am, and we're just as close as we were like location-wise as we were in undergrad, and yet I never see her.
Yeah.
Because now I go to work all day, and if I'm going to run an errand, like I'm going to do it right before I go to the gym, like as quick as I can. Like you're not like taking your friends everywhere you go. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah. More responsibility, more time efficiency.
Yeah. And I think that's different with boys. You probably didn't go with your friends to the grocery store together, huh?
I went a lot with my friends in high school, but not to the gas station.
To get what, a gummy worm?
We would just hang out in Harris Teeter.
What is with high schoolers? Literally, what is with high schoolers?
And hanging in Harris Teeter?
And just like in general.
Oh. Harris Teeter's cool.
Right. Joey and
Got
I.
little carts.
And they used to have the cookies.
Yeah.
They don't anymore.
And it's 24/7. A lot of them. Maybe not anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Not here, at least.
Yeah.
Once Kroger bought them, they got rid of the cookies and they changed their hours.
Yeah.
The death of
Fuck
the cookies.
Kroger. Fuck Kroger, man.
Speaking of high schoolers, Joey and I went on a date last night to Tavern Agora.
Right.
It was fantastic. Raleigh restaurant. So yummy.
Legendary.
Yeah,
restaurant.
I assume it's only here, but it could be across the entire world. I don't know.
Could be.
Anyway, it's a Greek place. It's really good. But it's homecoming season. Yep. And so there's a high school, downtown Raleigh, Broughton High School, and like there were 2 or 3 different groups of high schoolers there for their homecoming dance dinner.
Yeah.
And it was so cute because they're all wearing their little sparkly dresses, and it's so exciting. And like, you know, did you go to homecoming when you were in high school?
Yeah.
What did you wear? Like a suit?
Like a suit, yeah.
These boys were all dressed up in their bow ties. One of them was wearing Jordans though, which was just
well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of a thing now.
yeah. But it was really cute, and it was funny though because they all made TikToks the entire time at dinner.
Really?
A lot of them did, yeah.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
It's just different than it was when we were in high school.
You don't like take Snapchats, you make TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
And they weren't even dancing, but you know, you can always tell when they're doing a TikTok when it's like somebody's pointing the camera towards them and it's like,
yeah.
you're looking and they're like,
yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cringe from afar, but in that moment, they're having a great time.
It was just like a precious. Have you heard the term canon event?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Why'd you roll your eyes so aggressively?
Because I didn't know what it meant when it first came out, and people approached me about it.
Same.
And I was like a camera?
It doesn't. That makes you sound really old.
Yeah.
What is it? Like a camera? A canon event?
I don't.
No. It's not very intuitive
Right.
what it is.
Mhm.
But anyway, it's just such a canon event to like go out to dinner and you're like a grown up. You're like going to a nice restaurant that your parents suggested you go to because you're going to a nice dinner before the dance.
Fancy, yeah.
Yeah, and you wear like heels that you can't really walk in.
Sure.
I guess you didn't have.
I did not have that experience. But yeah, I get it. I get the vibes.
I've been having a lot of experience with high schoolers, actually.
What else have you experienced with high school?
That sounded horrible.
Yeah.
But I put this on my private story on Snapchat. You're not really on Snapchat right now, right? No? Okay. So I was at the gym. Again, God, I sound like that's all I do. But I was at the gym and I've been working up my like different activities that I can do there, you know, hyping myself up to not be scared, to try new things.
Yeah.
And I've been working on like benching. We're doing this at the gym. I'm a big, brave girl.
Yeah.
And like a week ago, probably 2 weeks ago now, I went on a afternoon. Clearly the high schoolers had just gotten all out of school. And there was a gaggle of young high schoolers in the corner of the gym. Where there's like, thank you. That's a good
Oh, yeah. Love a gaggle.
A gaggle. And they were all wearing their backpacks. They were all boys. All wearing their backpacks and their like Vineyard Vine comparable t-shirt, Salt Life kind of vibes. And cut off like chubby khaki shorts.
Yeah.
And they were all, I mean, there was more than 10 of them, but probably less than 15.
Yeah.
They were all around this one bench, and they were all, like, watching one guy go, whatever. And I'm like,
What are the shoes? What are the shoes looking like? I need to know the shoes, if you remember.
A lot of, like, I mean, kind of, like, some of them were wearing On Clouds.
Okay.
Others were wearing On Cloud similar, but I was honestly so nervous about approaching them that I wasn't really looking for their shoes.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I go up to them, and they were taking a long time because there were so many of them. And I was like, I'm just going to ask how long they're going to be. That's fine.
Yeah.
You can do that in the gym and not be scared.
That's right.
And so I walk up, I put on my big girl pants, I walk up to the 15-year-olds. I'm like, hey, guys. Or no, I didn't say that. I was like, hey, are all of you going to take a turn or is it just you two? I'm just trying to plan on what I'm going to do next because I want to do this soon. And I'm not kidding. Like deer in the headlights. All 15 of them go, oh my God, I'm so sorry, ma'am. We're going to be done in just a few minutes, ma'am. I mean, 5 minutes tops, ma'am. And I was like so taken aback by the fact that all of them looked at me like I was their principal or someone.
Right.
And then called me ma'am.
You're a man.
All of them. And so I kind of took a moment, let that fill up my bank. And I was like, okay, I'm going to process that, let them finish, and then I'll go. So then finally they finish, and the two boys who were mostly on the bench were like, again, I'm so sorry, ma'am. Thank you so much for being patient. And I was like,
it's like you're 80.
Or like I'm being a meanie. Like, I was so nice. It wasn't like I was, like, bitching about them or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently I'm 80. So I go and I do this exercise, and I noticed that one of the bars didn't have a clip, so I needed to go find one. So I walk around, and there's another group of high school boys. I mean, definitely not in college. And it was just two of them. And I walked up behind them and was like, hey, are you guys using this clip? I'm just going to use it really quick, whatever. And they both turned around and said, oh, no, ma'am, you are welcome to use that.
They're just polite Southerners.
You are right. It was very polite.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Right.
But also, when the hell did a 24-year-old become a ma'am? I'm 24.
I understand. Maybe that's always been the case, and you just haven't been 24 before.
Well, then what really upset me was that I was trying to think back to, like, when I was 15, and if I would have seen someone who was 24, would I say ma'am?
Right.
I don't think I would.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would. But I wasn't raised in the South.
Okay, Virginia, not the South. Anyway,
No.
it just is like
No.
where it's the South starts, but I won't get into it.
No, I get that, but where I grew up is not the South.
Well, then, approximately 2 days later, it was the weekend after this event.
Mm-hmm.
And it was me and my girls. We were going out to the bar. This was the night you went home early.
And out me like that?
Yep. From the Irish bar that we went to. It was that weekend.
Yes.
So we're out with the girls. It was like kind of a busy bar that we went to. And this guy kind of tripped down the stairs and kind of ran into me. So I turned around. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? And he looks at me and goes, no, I'm so sorry, ma'am. And I was like, you have got, is this like a cosmic joke? Like, have I done something wrong? So then at this point, I'm so flustered about the ma'am stuff that I'm like, no. Come here, young man. And I'm like, I'm going to ask this. I don't want you to be frightened by the fact that I'm asking this. I am pretty intoxicated when I'm doing this, just for the record. It was the end of the night. But I was like, if you had to guess, how old do you think I am?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did this. And I'm seeing it with my friend Emily.
Okay.
And I'm like, if you had to guess, how old do you think I am and how old do you think she is? And he looks at us for a minute, like actually looks. And he points at Emily and goes, probably like 23. Looks at me, 28. 29.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Bitch, I'm 24.
Oh, what the fuck?
And I was like, I mean, I have no words in this moment. And this was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
I don't know. It just kind of, it shook me up.
Yeah.
And it also made me realize that this is the first time in my life that I've ever not wanted to be older than I was.
Right, yeah.
When you're growing up, when I was in high school, at least, all my friends were older than me. My boyfriend was older than me. He was in college. He was doing all the cool stuff. And he was like, oh my God, I just want to be 16 so I can drive. I just want to be 18. I just want to be 21. And now I'm 24. And I really love being in this age of my life. It's so fun. No responsibilities, but not like children.
Yeah.
And it's so great. And for the first time in my life, I'm like, we're good.
Yep.
Let's
Stay
just
here.
Stay.
Yeah.
And this boy looking at me goes,
You're 30.
28, 29. Yeah, basically saying I'm 30 with 4 kids at home. I was like, my God.
30. That's so fucked.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Everyone thought it was funny and it hurt my feelings.
Oh, damn.
I will say,
What?
when I was like 21, if you were above 23, it like all blended together. The 20s,
Yeah.
when you're not 20, all just like how I see the 30s right now. The
Yeah.
30,
Yeah.
You're either 30 or you're 40.
Yep.
There's no in between.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, God.
Yeah.
And?
Well, it's also that he was like, Emily, 23.
Yeah.
30.
Like, you think I'm 7 years older than the
Yeah.
friend I came here with today?
Right. Yeah.
So then, of course, I grilled him on how old he was.
Oh, Jesus.
Not really. I was very nice.
Yeah, sure. You didn't grill him.
He was 17.
Okay.
Had a fake ID to get into the bar. So he was like a high schooler.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You and high schoolers.
He was a freshman in college.
Oh. At 17?
Yeah, so is Joey.
Shit.
His birthday was in October. Anyway, I just had to tell that story because I was like, what was happening last week and why did everyone think I was their grandmama?
Maybe you had just
Their Meemaw.
a mature aura to you that week, and now it's gone.
I hope so.
Right.
Let me be a little kid again.
That is funny, though. That's kind of crazy.
Do you think you look your age?
Yeah.
Do you think I look my age?
Yeah, I think so. I
Lying.
know. I've never thought you looked old. I think that's just something that happens when you get past 23.
Yeah.
I feel even 22. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
These numbers are getting up there.
It's getting up there.
And then I'm like, what? I don't look 22?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I
still
don't-
feel 22.
How old do you think I am? Huh?
Yeah. No, that was exactly what
Yeah.
it said.
What?
Actually, no, I said, can you come over here?
I have to
Anyway.
ask you a super serious question.
Yeah. No, that was pretty much exactly what happened. But
Yeah. No,
Anyway.
it just starts to happen.
It's okay. Aging's fine. I'm cool with aging.
We're all good with aging.
And in fact, like, being your age is a good thing.
Okay.
I think that more now than I ever have. Like, I don't want to act younger than I am.
Yeah.
And I also don't want to act older than I am. I
Yeah.
want to act. I want to soak up this part of my life because I'm never going to be 24 again.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm cool.
I want to act my age, but I also don't want to act boring. I want to act with energy, which I sometimes equate to acting like a child.
Okay.
I like to be silly, and I think sometimes, as an adult, you don't really want to be silly.
Oh, I love silly.
I know.
I'm the
So,
silliest goose in town.
yeah, sometimes I just like, I'm a child, and that's okay.
You can be silly and not be a kid.
Yeah, no, I agree. But childlike energy in a mature way.
Cheers. Clink.
Clink.
Anyway, what happened to you this week?
Yeah, so I think this would be a good segue into my age feelings.
Okay.
So I've been seeing some concerts lately. I think this is, that's like the highlight of my 2 weeks, I guess. I've just been doing some concert stuff.
Concert hopping, if you will.
Concert hopping, weekend plans involving music. And I saw Travis Scott, which is a name that people know. Yeah.
Travis Scott, it is a name that
That
people know.
And then this next name is people won't know it. Will Dorado. No one knows who that is. So we have to start off with Travis Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, Travis was a terrible concert, and
Aw.
we had a decent time, but it was terrible. But I don't really want to talk about the concert as much because we've already done that so much on this channel, and just really,
Yeah. Well, why don't you just do Spark Notes?
yeah, it was bad. And I think for me, it was a realization of, oh, damn, my time has passed.
Your time.
It's not my time, but that's in my head. That's actually what I thought. I was like, oh man, my time has passed. Like to see him from where we have seen him and just like going to Rolling Loud in like 2018, 2019, and that like peak of that sound and like
Yeah.
he ran that show, and then to see him do what he did, I was like, oh shit,
So
this is
context.
just not it anymore.
Yeah. So context, Joey and Dave went to the concert Friday night
Yeah.
here in Raleigh, and it just wasn't living up to the hype that y'all or the level of artistry that you would normally put Travis Scott at. Right? Wouldn't you feel like that's a good?
Yes, 100%. That's one aspect of it, but it's also just like the things he's trying to do are
Not
just,
the vibes anymore.
it's not the vibes. It's not the vibes. And yeah, it was just sad. I was like,
I feel so sad for you.
yeah, it's okay. I've come to accept it.
But it's just like, God, like if I went to here it comes. And it's going to come up again, so just
Yeah,
bear with me.
yeah,
If I went to a Taylor Swift concert or a Harry Styles concert and I left being like, that concert sucked, I would be so sad. I would be, if you were, I don't know.
I was
Maybe I'm
actually,
just more emotionally involved in my artists than you guys are, but
well, I was also very not sober. And I think
Mhm.
that definitely helped with being emotional about it because I was sad.
yeah, I
was
would have
like-
been too.
I was like, damn, dude. Like, the person I thought was so cool and an icon, and obviously had a very bad, not good stuff too.
Yeah.
But, like, when he was at his prime, was very cool. To see him be like that, sad. So I was like, damn, that time of my life is kind of over.
That era.
That era
Yeah.
is literally just over. And that was like, I saw it. I was like, oh, shit. Well, that's done.
God, that is just like, when you say that, like my heart aches.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I love the artists that I love. And I know that you guys do too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just hard.
I felt like this was coming, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
I sent a very long voice message to Emery, who is the coffee shop girl. I just reeled her name. Whoops.
Shout out to Emery.
Shout out to Emery for real. But yeah, I sent her like this long thing about like all the emotions I had going into it and just like how like it was very mixed for me. So I kind of felt like it was going to be like that either way. I was just like, eh. But anyway, speaking of on to the next phase and being done with that phase. So Will Dorado, who was fucking awesome. That was one of the best concerts I've seen.
Dang.
So it went from the best to the worst.
Damn.
Yeah, which was fine. But yeah, I think that might be like my new shit. It's just like that indie singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Just like more wholesome feels,
Welcome to my side of the party.
Yeah, I think that
There's plenty of room for you over here.
it
It's
feels.
okay to love it.
I know it feels wrong though for me, but it's right. It's so right.
I feel like I think that boys who are in college who listen to really more hard music maybe
Sure.
associate that with youth.
Yeah.
And then when you move on to music that's not as maybe aggressive, loud.
Yep.
I don't want to go as far to say party music,
Yeah.
but isn't music
Yeah.
that you would hear at a frat party.
Yes.
You almost like feel like you're losing an aspect of your youth, which I get. I mean, I get that.
Yeah, it is like.
But at the same time, welcome to like beautiful lyricism and deep,
Yeah.
layered, like
Yeah.
instrumental
Mhm.
harmony. I mean, it's
It's
delicious.
better. It's fucking better.
It's so good.
You just feel good coming out of it. You're like, oh, I'm feeling the life, baby. Yeah. And after that concert, I listened to them nonstop for 7 days.
And you know what? That's how you know you went to a really good concert.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. And,
When you want to keep listening to them.
oh, it was great. Just everything about it was great. The two bands that opened sucked.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, they were not good. They were a good band, but they had bad singers, lead singers.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you need someone
Yeah,
to sing.
That'll happen. But yeah, Will Dorado, if you like indie Western sort of twang with cool lyrics,
Will you
check them out.
will you send me like a little list
Oh, yeah.
of your faves?
100%.
Because I haven't divin. I haven't divin into it.
Right.
I
Yeah.
haven't dove in.
Yeah. No, I can definitely do that. There's some real good ones.
Amazing.
But yeah, I think that's just a moment in my life, and I just wanted to record it and just kind of be like, I think this is what I'm going to do. I could be completely wrong, though.
No,
You
you
know?
know what? We're allowed to switch and swap and
Yeah. But that's just the vibe I've been on, just like the indie vibes, flowers in my house all the time
yes.
type of shit.
Well, and I think, I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but maybe we can relate to that music more than we can relate to like, taking pills in my car. I drove my car off the bridge and I drink lean and I F the P in a boop bop. But
That made you sound 110%.
It was good, though.
No, it wasn't.
Pop in the B. And
you know, no. I'm F and a P.
Yeah, no, I got that.
I
Popping the pill.
Oh my God, I think I might just be done with this sentence now.
Drove off a bridge because I'm Eminem. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
good.
but you know what I mean.
No, I did.
Like, you're probably not relating to like, I'm doing coke off this girl's butt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I get where you're coming from. I hear you.
Perfect. So maybe
Yeah.
we can move on from that one sentence I said. But yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's really good. And that's just something I've been feeling for the last 2 weeks. I've just been vibing.
It's also just such good fall music.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, is this just a phase or is this me now? Do I wear cowboy boots or do I not?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. But
Mhm.
it's something I would like to explore. And that's it.
Beautiful.
That's that. And yeah, flowers are great.
Amazing.
But also on my list.
Yeah, I have something else I need. Oh, my flashlight is on. There's something else I need to tell you about. but it's not related to anything we've talked about. It's about something that happened to me.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
So, on October 4th, 2023, which also happens to be Joey's birthday.
Yes.
It was a Wednesday. Normally on my way to work, I listen to The Daily, the podcast, because I just like to get my news. I'm forced to listen to it because I'm driving, you know, whatever. Or if I'm not listening to the news, I listen to very chill music. Well, for some reason, I woke up on October 4th and was just happy to be alive. And I was just blaring music in my car. And I am driving to work. And I'm talking blaring music like I'm acting like I'm in MSG. Like I'm at Madison Square Garden. I am lead of the band.
Yeah.
I'm doing these dances, you know, like in the car.
Yeah, doing your performance.
Well, lo and behold, there's some police sirens that come after me.
Oh.
I get pulled over.
What?
I got pulled over for the first time in my whole life. I got freaking pulled over.
Okay, all right.
For the first time in my whole life.
Yeah, before we go into the story, and I'm sure you'll get to this, but like in that moment when you saw the lights come on,
oh my God,
they're coming. How fast was the heart going?
So the funny thing is I was in so much denial that I had done something wrong that I was like, oh, he's just pulling me over because like my brake light's out or like the sticker on my car is expired, which it's not.
Oh, even with that, my heart is going.
I also think I was just like, it was 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't there.
Yeah, okay.
I was there, but I wasn't there.
Okay, yeah.
I pull over. The thing is I didn't even think about like continuing to where I could pull over into like a shopping center. Stopped in the middle of the road because I didn't know what to do. I've never been pulled over.
Yeah. Well, did you get on the curb?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well then that's fine.
I pull over. I mean, it's still dark out.
Yeah.
Roll down my window. He comes sauntering up.
Sauntering.
And I black out.
What?
I know he came up to my car and he said something along the lines of, you were going, I don't even know how fast I was going. I was speeding. That's why I was pulled over.
Yeah.
And I was in a 35, which is like, that's where everyone gets freaking pulled. 35 is...
That's so slow.
Oh my God, I hate a 35. I hate a 35 more than I hated 25.
Yeah, because 25 is really slow. You're like, oh, okay, I need to go slow.
Yeah, there are children who live here.
Right.
I get pulled over. He comes up. He says, do you know how fast... Or he didn't even say that. He was like, you know, you were going so fast in a 35. And I was like, I remember going... Like, literally, I did that face to a cop. I said, like, oh, no. And I was like... And then he just cut to this. He was like, can you give me your license? And I was like, yes, sir. Talk about a sir and a ma'am. I was saying sir. So I give him my license. He walks back to his car. He comes back up and he was like, you know what? There's no reason you need to be going that fast, but I'm going to let you go to work. And I was like, thank you, God in heaven.
Yeah.
Any God, she, he, they, Buddha.
Sure.
The other ones that they're Allah, you know, we're praying to all of them. And I was like, thank you. And he let me go to work. But I got pulled over for the first time in my life.
Yeah, it's not a great experience. But I've heard that the cops around here for speeding are pretty lenient.
I don't know about that, but I know I've never gotten a ticket. So I think that's why I think they go in the check and you're like, oh, this person has 3 tickets. I'm giving you another fucking ticket.
Yeah.
And I was very nice. But yeah, I probably looked like a deer in the headlights. I was like, whoopsie. Like, literally, I think that's probably what I look like.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just had to tell you that.
Damn, that's crazy.
I know. And I learned my lesson. I drive 35. I turn on my cruise control through that area. Cruise 35.
Yeah.
But yeah, it brought me back to my childhood because the only other time I was pulled over was with my mom in the car. And I was young, like elementary school young. And I remember her getting pulled over. It was because of her tags. And in my baby brain, I thought, that if you get pulled over, you have to go on judge duty and be tried.
Right. By the fake judge.
By the fake judge, which I just found out was fake, like last week.
Fake judge.
Fake judge. And so I sobbed the whole way home, inconsolable. Get home, can't calm down. And my mom's like trying to figure out what's going on. And I was like, I just can't believe that you're gonna have to go on TV and all everyone's gonna know that you broke the law and you might go to jail. I mean, it was like so upset.
Yeah.
Guess what? You don't have to go on Judge Judy.
You do not. You just get a ticket.
Yeah.
And you pay it. It's not drama. But you thought it was drama.
I did.
And that's
Kind of like
okay for a kid.
I also thought that when my dad burned CDs, that he was going to be caught and go to jail.
Yeah, no, I thought that too, for sure. We had so many movies that were burned and they seemed illegal. I think movies are illegal, but burning CDs of the music that you bought is fine, but if you download it, obviously illegal.
Very confusing. What if I burned a CD and gave it to my friend? That's got to be illegal. Because you're taking the money away.
Right.
How does burning CDs work?
Don't know.
Question for the group. Question for the internet.
If you burn a movie, it's frowned upon.
Piracy, if you will.
Yes.
I just remember that black screen coming up at the beginning of a Pixar movie. It was like, this is piracy. I was like, oh my God, my dad's going to jail.
Or the commercials where it's like, you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a purse. You wouldn't download music. It is theft.
Yes. God, I was scared. I was an anxious kid, clearly.
We remember it to this day, so it worked.
It
worked.
They scared me.
Yeah.
They got me.
I never used Pirate Bay or anything. I bought all my music.
Yeah.
You're a good person.
Yeah.
$1.29 on iTunes.
Yeah.
Well, it was 99 cents first.
Oh my God, so much music for just down the drain. Money down the drain.
Yeah. Except that U2 album that they put on everyone's phone.
Oh yeah, that was free and so good. Actually, I will say though, the U2 concert at the Las Vegas Sphere, that looked
Oh
cool.
my gosh, the thing I sent you?
Well, I saw it
Oh, you
in other places. I think I watched the one that you sent too, though.
It was the first thing I saw on my feed when I woke up in the morning. And I was like, this is insane.
Oh yeah, it's really crazy.
The Sphere, I mean, I feel like now is on my bucket list.
Yeah, for sure. It looks insane.
It's like the big arena with all the lights. It's like an LED circle. I mean, it's a circle, right?
It's a full sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the band just plays at the bottom. And the clip that I saw first was the mountain view. Straight up thought they were in the mountains. And he was like, how the heck is the band down so low?
Yeah.
This is not safe. Granted, there was a 5 on the clock, so I was a little groggy. But yeah, that is insane.
Really
the technology.
The different capabilities and the different things that they can do in that thing are endless.
Think about watching like Midsummer.
Yeah.
And that.
Insane. Or just seeing, I don't even know. U2 I don't know that much about them. I don't know the lore of U2.
They were a little before our time.
Right.
Loving music.
Yeah, but seeing like just a very cool band that has cool visuals would be so dope.
I think it would be cool to see like Stevie Nicks there.
Yeah, that would be
her little witchy woo-woo vibe.
Just anything with a strong presence to it would be cool because they could just do cool visuals.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I think that thing is awesome, and it's something that we've built as a human race, and it's something to be proud of.
You tell them, Dave. Us Homo sapiens, we're making it work out here.
We make some good shit.
We do.
Yeah, so that's freaking cool.
Oh, man.
Oh, man is right.
Let me see what else I have on here. We talked about being pulled over. I talked about the ma'am story. Okay, the rest of my stuff is just silliness. Do you have anything serious you want to talk about?
I deleted social media again. But
yeah.
Not really.
I'm proud of you for doing that, but I hate it because I love sending you stuff.
Yeah. Did I talk about the mall thing? That I wanted to go to the mall?
Yes.
Yeah, every time I get on Instagram, I just want to buy everything, and I just get into a materialistic black hole.
Yeah.
And I just want to touch things, touch clothes.
Okay.
That's what I want to touch.
I want to touch things.
Yeah, I just want to go crazy at the mall, and I just want to see all the colors and cool shit and just get inspiration and just have a whole new wardrobe. And I think
hell yeah,
that's great, but that also makes me want to spend money. It makes me go a little crazy. So I had to remove that, and I just don't think it was good for my mental health. It's seasonal depression season, so fuck all that.
Not the truth.
It really is. It's been all of September was terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Terrible is
Strong.
a strong word. It was a great month, but it was also a tough month. And now we're halfway through October.
Holy crap.
It's almost time for the end of the year, which is scary, but also good.
I love Christmas.
Right. It's a
And
good
decorating.
time. Yeah, it's a good time.
Mm.
Really just got to push through November, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the silliness that I wanted to talk about.
Cool.
So I am only partially knowledgeable on this, and you know the rest of it, I think.
Oh, okay.
So what is the AI update or whatever that allowed the pictures to be better?
Yeah. So DALL-E 3 is the new update,
Okay.
and that allowed for it to reach further into the internet.
Mm.
So it has more context to what it's making,
Heard.
but it still doesn't really understand, but it makes way better stuff.
Yes.
The quality's way better, and it can also use people now.
Yeah.
So that makes it way more fun.
This is what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Sorry, I am like the most thirsty I've ever been on this
I'm
podcast.
also pretty thirsty. No big deal. Why are we doing that, though? Why is that going on?
Sorry, just wanted to be drama for a second.
Okay.
Well, with that, with the pictures and stuff, my TikTok has been running rampant with ridiculousness.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of it has been like, let's take these famous people and put them into characters
Yeah.
that we love already. Or, you know, all of mine have been about Taylor Swift and Harry Styles because...
That's what you view.
Yes.
That's what you like.
And I'm just going to do like a little screen record moment here so I can show them to you. But this one that I'm going to show you is just so I'm interested to see what you think about these images.
Okay.
All right. So this is Taylor Swift if she was like a rocker.
Okay.
Like a,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
This is her really singing.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The hair is really cool.
Like, look at that.
Yeah.
The tats.
Yeah. Fire. Yeah, I mean,
There's some of her smoking in a second.
I feel like this is what her aesthetic should be.
It just was cracking me up.
I feel
Look
like
at that.
she could transition into this very easily.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah. She's smoking her
Extra
finger.
finger.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just had to show you that one.
It still messes up the hands.
The hands are hard for the AI to understand.
The AI
It's
does not
not-
get our hands.
No, it does not. So
Good.
that was hilarious.
Yeah.
This one is if Harry Styles was an athlete,
Okay.
and this AI couldn't get it together.
Oh, no.
Could not get this
It's hard
together.
to fathom.
What's going on with his nose?
Yeah. Okay. That looks...
What's going on with his eyeballs?
Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's really doing something. None of these look
Swaka.
right to me.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. That one looks real weird.
What is that?
He looks like an old man in the first one.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
Right?
And then
His nose is a bit...
funky.
Yeah.
And then look at this one. This is AI generating couples I think should be together, Harry and Taylor.
Right.
Again, what has happened with this AI? It does not know who these people look like.
Okay. Let's see it.
Who? What is with the eyes?
It's close. It can't be perfect.
But I've seen
Yeah.
really good ones.
Yeah, these are rough. Okay.
What?
Yeah, these are really bad. That one's not
Unacceptable.
that bad. That one's...
The eye! You are kidding me.
It
with
has
that.
their overall look, but just a bit off.
Compared to the Taylor Swift rocker one?
Yeah, that one's good.
Okay, I'm going to show you one more.
Wow, you got a lot. Heck yeah.
I know. I prepared for this.
You did.
Oh wait, give me 5 seconds. Oh, I just thought this picture. Oh, it's on TikTok. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, here it is. This is them like if they were on tour together. Like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
what an iconic duo this would be.
Oh,
She's
that-
also tattied.
yeah. That does look pretty sick, honestly.
Like, this looks so good. AI is crazy for this.
Yeah.
Like,
Those are very good. The ones you showed before.
you're kidding me. This is my favorite one.
That one looks real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's wearing a jersey, which is kind of weird. But anyway,
He loves soccer.
Suaka. I don't know why I've been doing that accent a lot recently.
Okay.
But
Jersey accent.
little Suaka.
Jersey Shore action is what we need.
It's just crazy pants what they can put on the internet.
Oh, yeah. What they
What
can
the
make.
AI can make on the internet.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time getting past the Taylor Rocker video.
Oh, no, it's good. It's all good. That also, has me thinking. So, I just think she could be so cool. She could be, and
Choose your words wisely.
she
dear.
is cool. She is cool, but she could be so much cooler to me personally.
Heard. Yeah, I mean, she's a girly pop.
And that's what it is. And that's what her soul is. And I don't want her to change.
Right.
But I obviously have the things I think are cool.
Right.
And I can only wish, just like you can wish for Harry and Taylor to be together.
Actually, I'm happy with both of their current partners.
Whatever.
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 But yeah, I thought that was very cool. And there's also like a lot of very sexualized ones.
Yeah.
We don't need to put those on, but you can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
Oh,
imagine.
you can always imagine.
I can only imagine.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, AI generated Harry and Taylor content. We got that.
Do we have any more Taylor content or no?
I think that's it for me.
Holy heck, that was it?
I mean, of course we can. Okay, one more thing.
Okay.
One more
I
thing.
knew it.
Okay, so normally we do our podcast on Friday, but it's the Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's the first Sunday after SNL for the first
Oh, nice.
season.
Nice. Yeah.
And I love SNL. I love it. I'm not saying that it's always amazing, but I love it. It is something that I love to watch on Sundays. You're a little bit hungover, or it's like a little crispy fall day. You're in your bed. I just want it. I want all the content. And the people who hosted the person was Pete Davidson, and then Ice Spice was the musical guest.
Yeah.
And the first opening sketch, which, sorry, I'm like having a lot of burps. Sorry. The first opening sketch was this joke about they open it with the football men who sit at the desk.
Sure. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, talking about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and making jokes about how like, oh, Swifties, the game was last weekend, so, you're late, whatever. But then they move into being all revealing that they're all obsessed with Taylor Swift. And at the end of the sketch, Kenan Thompson is like, okay, so we're going to go to a sideline reporter who like actually wants to talk about football. And it pans to Travis Kelce, who was there in New York and like came on the show to do this. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Came on to do this little thing. And he was like, yeah, finally we can talk about football. And that was it. It was really short.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. And he's such a good sport player. And he's a good sport.
Oh, wow. Double entendre.
Mic drop.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome. And then later in the show, normally the host introduced the musical guest. So Pete introduced Ice Spice the first time she performed. And then the second time it was Taylor.
Whoa.
Yeah, Taylor introduced her because her and Taylor are friends. She was on Karma and they sat at the VMAs together, yada, yada. And so, yeah, she was like, and, Ice Spice and whatever. And then her and Travis were seen going to the SNL after party together as they're hard launch, holding hands, and everyone's making jokes about how like her old boyfriend Joe never opened the door for her, and Travis like made a big deal out opening the car door for her, and she like didn't know how to act. She was like, should I close it? Or he was like trying to close it, and she was like, so that was just funny, and about how she looks so small compared to him. Like she's wearing 4-inch heels and she's still shorter than him, and how she's never had a man whose waistline was bigger than hers, and like all this stuff. They're like,
what?
Thank God, finally she has a man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I said from the get-go.
I know, Joseph. I know.
She needs a man's man.
She needs a man. She needs a fucking dude.
She needs a brother.
Well, she's dating one now. I think I definitely like him. He seems like
Yeah,
a
no, he
funny,
seems really good.
silly boy.
Yeah, no, he seems good. He seems like he knows how to have fun. Exactly.
Yeah.
Also what I said.
You know?
He's a
Joey,
goofball.
you know, it's not all about you, dear.
It is when I'm right.
But yeah. But that's,
Whatever.
I think that's the last Taylor Swift stuff I really have to talk about.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have
Um,
to talk about Taylor Swift that much. I just knew there was more than what you showed me.
yeah, but I didn't even have that on the list.
Yeah, I knew there was more though.
I mean,
She's just the talk of the town, and I knew
she is.
I
She
knew
is.
there was shit I didn't know about, and I wanted to know it, and now I know it. Anyway, I think that just seeing that Pete sketch that you showed me,
Oh my God.
and then now this, and Ice Spice, there's just a lot of cool stuff going on right now, I feel. So maybe that makes SNL better because there's
Mhm.
funnier stuff to make fun of.
SNL just needs content.
Yeah.
So if it's a slow content week, their content's not going to be good.
Right.
You know, like it has to fill up an hour
Yeah.
of space. So, but yeah, it was awesome. In the Pete video, they did like a parody of "I'm Just Ken," but it was "I'm Just Pete." You know,
Yeah.
to anyone else, I'd be a 3.
It's really good. It's very clever.
Definitely watch it. And he's like so self-aware in it. He like talks about going to rehab and his little drug problem.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that because I was like, obviously he's self-aware because the whole thing's about him and like his
Right.
shit. But yeah, it's very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think was cool.
Yeah.
I really liked that one. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just that kind of made me realize I was like, oh, there's some like lighthearted stuff going on right now. That's very cool to talk about.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
It's hype.
Well, and especially it's the first episode back, so they've had all summer to like collect
Yeah.
what they really want to talk
Yeah.
about. And yeah, they did such a good job. I just love SNL. I'm a sucker for it, and I love the celebrities that come out of it, and I love seeing celebrities on it.
Right.
Like Travis Kelce's episode was so good, and I would have never even thought to watch Travis Kelce on a TV show unless he was on SNL. You
And
know?
that's what I'm saying. These moments are cool because we're combining worlds. And I think that's so sick. Also, Ice Spice is in there, and I love Ice Spice. Have we seen the performance?
I would love to talk candidly with you about the Ice Spice performance.
Talk candidly then.
Okay. So I like Ice Spice. I think I love her music. I play it at the gym.
Yeah.
On the way to the gym. And I just think she's fun.
Yeah.
And like silly. She's silly.
Yeah.
And I like her look, and I don't know. I think she's cool. But I've never sought out a live performance of her. I've
Sure.
seen music videos.
Same.
But live performance, no.
Yeah.
And granted, I know that this is a thing more so in like hip hop, rap culture that I'm just not super into. But her performance, while it was good, was just her standing in the middle of the stage rapping on top of a track of her rapping.
Yep.
And like she's cool. Like I couldn't take my eyes off of it because she's very alluring and like, but even her dances aren't demonstrative. She's like does little movements, which are good. I mean, she was like shaking her ass on television, but she wasn't like a pop pop pop. It's like a little baby, like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
So it's just really interesting watching her because she seems so low energy when she performs. She's clearly talented. And I think people in the industry really like her.
Yeah.
Which says a lot. But I would never, if I didn't know who she was and she came on the television and did that on SNL, I'd be like, this is who they got for the opener of SNL.
Right.
Of course, she's Ice Spice. She's amazing. I'm not talking shit. But
Yeah.
I kind of thought that. And I was surprised by that
Mhm.
when I watched her.
Yeah. I mean, she hasn't been as famous as she is for that long. And I think that kind of plays a part in it. And that sort of performance, she just hasn't really been at that level. And sometimes that makes it not that good.
Yeah. And like I said, like I'm not deep into that culture, but it's so interesting when these people are so famous and so known for their art. And then you watch them do their art live and it's just them singing or talking or rapping over their own track.
Yeah.
I just find that so interesting and a little bit odd when you tease it out and break it down. Because, like, when I think about something that's really impressive, it's when somebody brings their whole band out and, like, frickin', like, shows you this music that you've listened in your car a million times and you hear it in a completely different way and you see their heart, like, out on the stage and you're like, man, that's freaking impressive. And not that it wasn't impressive what she did, but it's just so different.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so different.
Yeah, and I think it's cool when you can take a hip hop song and make it into something else for a live performance and like put more organic instruments into it and make it a little bit more minimal and not as overproduced.
Right.
But yeah, I get what you mean. I mean, I was the same way with like seeing Little Baby. I'm just like, you just rapped over your track and did nothing.
Like, it feels the same as when I listen to it in my car.
Yeah. Yeah. So that does take away from it.
Yeah.
Definitely get that.
But I mean, like, you know, I think she's great, and clearly she's speaking to lots of people. She's really popular.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just found that interesting, and like, I feel like I would like to talk to somebody who is very involved in that aspect of music and just hear their perspective on that.
Yeah.
And like, where's the artistry come into that, and where does the heart come into that, and how is that different than just listening to it in your car? And you know, I don't know why I keep going back to the car. That's just where I listen to music. But
yeah, I mean, it's just, why is that different than playing it on Spotify?
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I think that there's definitely aspects of it that are a lot more challenging than we are giving it credit for.
Surely.
But yeah, we both just don't know enough.
Clearly not.
Right.
But anyway, I just thought it was something interesting to talk
that is our opinion on it. And that's okay.
And what?
No,
not that you asked what my opinion was on Ice Spice, but
LOL.
So just a really quick little thing was the Boygenius album, or the Boygenius EP came out called The Rest.
Yeah.
And I just really loved that one. So I love the whole thing, but the Afraid of Heights song.
Yeah, why do you like that song so much? Not that I don't like it. I like it.
I don't know. I think it was just the producing, and I liked, so one of the like things in the song is about how she's like with this person who is like kind of destructive. And I like the verse where they're talking about how he's living in, or they are living in a city and it's becoming more industrialized. And she sings about how they hate that there's townhouses going up everywhere. And recently there's been fires in the middle of the night, and she knows that they climb cranes and then light fires on like new construction sites.
Yeah.
And how, I don't know, I just thought I really like their lyricism because it's so creative.
Yes.
And it's like, I would never think about writing that into a song, but it was really poignant. Like the point they were trying to get across about this person being kind of thinking that certain things were valid when maybe they're not, or certain things were important. And I don't know, I just love their artistry is very impressive to me and speaks to me a lot.
Yeah.
And I just, oh my gosh, that band is just, I am so mad that I didn't go see them in Wilmington. That was as close as they got.
Yeah.
And I wish I had gone, but it wasn't the time.
Wasn't in the cards.
Wasn't in the cards.
Yeah. That song has a very good story.
Yes. I do be liking story songs.
Yeah, me too. Me too, for sure.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I think all the songs are good. I think the song Power or Powers.
Power, yeah. Ooh.
I like it. It was one of the ones that caught my ear the most on the first listen, and on the second listen, it's at the bottom of the list now.
Yeah.
I like that it's kind of more up tempo, but just, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something about that song where I'm like, oh, that could be really good, and there's something missing to me. But I've only listened to it twice, so maybe that's just I haven't fully absorbed it.
And it's Julianne singing mostly, and they have a more raw, less polished voice, which some people love and some people don't. But yeah, I've been soaking that up, and it's so fall and so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Voyager's really good. And then the first one, I forget the name of that.
Me too, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's all really solid.
And then I have to show you this other thing really quick. If you have anything else to say on that, you can, but
Boygenius is great. Phoebe Bridgers
la 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 la
is amazing. And I don't know.
And that's all.
I really like that sort of sound right now, and maybe that's even more evidence of my indie direction.
Yeah, you have been becoming more indie.
I think I'm just easily influenced, and Emery, who we talked about earlier,
Oh,
really
is she an indie girl?
quite into that.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
But she didn't know those songs though. And I was like, I know these songs.
But she loves them when she hears them.
Yeah, she likes it. She likes it. It's kind of like when you show somebody a song in the car and they're like, oh, that's good. But then they go listen to it on their own.
And they're like,
oh my
that was
God.
really good.
Yeah. So it's kind of one of those situations, but she's with it.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Okay, well, I can't find what I wanted to show you, and it's making me feel a little bit irate in this moment.
Okay.
But I don't know. You can
What is it?
basically. I'm sorry, everyone.
Tell me what it is.
Basically, I really wanted to show it to you, but I've become a little obsessed with this certain thing that's come on my timeline recently, and it's this man who does sound effects for cartoon shows, specifically Snoopy.
Oh, I have seen this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really satisfying.
It is so satisfying.
Yeah.
I freaking love watching this man do these little...
He's so good at it.
Oh my gosh. And here's my question. Does he memorize the clip? He memorizes the clip before he does it?
I don't think so. I think he watches it on a screen in front of him and does it at the same time because he's looking at something.
I know, but it's crazy. He has got to know what instruments he needs or what sound
Oh, yeah, for sure.
he needs.
Yeah. No, he definitely runs it a couple times.
Oh my gosh.
Records it once and make sure the time is right. I just don't know how he finds the tools to make those sounds.
The sounds? Well,
I guess he
has a
could
balloon.
Google it, I guess.
He has a balloon, and then I'm so upset that I can't find it because I really wanted to play it on the pod because I just love the noises.
Yeah, the noises are so
satisfying. I don't know. It's like it itches a scratch in my brain that I needed scratched. Whatever. Maybe we can cue it in later or whatever. But clip it in later. But yeah, it has become a slight obsession of mine. Like I'll just scroll through them all.
Are you gonna start watching Charlie Brown just because of it?
No, Charlie Brown. I wasn't a Charlie Brown family.
Okay.
So he's fine.
Yeah. Same.
But like I don't get the heart tingles when he comes on. Like some people, it's like that's what makes it Christmas and that's what makes it Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Maybe we could start that.
Okay.
In our friend group, we could be a little Charlie Brown enthusiast group.
I did cry at a Charlie Brown clip yesterday.
Oh my gosh, I cried at a Charlie Brown clip.
You like Charlie Brown then?
Well, it was a very sensitive clip where he meets Snoopy for the first time.
Oh, okay.
And he picks him up and he takes him home and he goes, well, I guess you're my dog now. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could start crying about it again.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so sweet. It's a cartoon and I realize that. But
real emotion
about Charlie Brown and his dog Snoopy.
Yeah, they're great. It's a wholesome ass cartoon.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I don't lock into it. I'm not like we have to watch this whole movie.
I have to leave this party to go home and watch Charlie Brown on my screen.
Hell no. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's good energy.
We'll bring that energy into the holiday season.
Sure. Yeah. A lot of the things I watch just in general, I just throw off on the TV. Yeah. I don't watch anything. Just kind of.
Yeah, it's just on there for noise and comfort.
It's on there. And it's good. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, everyone, episode 4 down.
Yeah. Another quality episode.
Thank you guys so much for listening to us just blab about stuff. And, if you want to explore anything else on this channel, please go ahead. We're, can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, I think.
I'm going to put us up on Apple Music.
On Apple Music. Amazing.
Nice.
YouTube. Yeah. I think the visual aspect of the pod is great. So check us out on YouTube. But otherwise, I hope everybody has a great 2 weeks. And we will see you next time.
See you in 2 weeks, guys.
Woo! Love you.
Bye.